Sorry to pop in and just say hi. Sadly, you must be off. That is totally fair. It's good to see you anyway. Aurora,
Staying out of sight.
thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you around. Not half bad as for the income from having looted this area. Okay, I don't have to worry about anything down there. Because I'm not technically robbing any of these. So it's all fine. Okay. Mr. Power changes damage type dealt to plasma. I've got to find some rare weapon mods for melee weapons. Feels like that's kind of essential. Welcome to Archives, Records, and Miscellaneous Storage. Please select one of the options below. View Executive Records. Loading the last access document. Executive Review for Sanjar Nandi. Sanjar has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and statistics. Not very good with slogans, jingles, and/or taglines. Presentations tend to be dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Sanjar also displays a noted tendency to complete work rather than delegating it, a trend unbecoming in upper management. All in all, Sanjar's work habits suggest a preoccupation with details and a startling lack of vision. We cannot recommend him for further advancement. Needs improvement in the following areas: interpersonal communication, brevity, delegation, idea generation. Just do a little less work, and then you can advance in the corporate chain. All executive reviews are property of Monarch Stellar Industries. It is not permissible to view or tamper with any executive review without the authorization of an authorized, the approval rather, of an authorized manager. Monarch Stellar Industries is not responsible for any kind of mental, emotional, or digestive stress that may result in from reading these reviews. So yeah, there's the one we've read on Nanda first. Woo, spoof the login credentials so that I can read Graham Bryant's. Graham's understanding of product messaging and branding is impressive, especially for a relatively low-level editor. He has a knack for memorable slogans and taglines. However, Graham also has issues with brevity and shows consistent disregard for the prescribed fonts and formats. Some of his work has been flagged for subversive undertones. And then Dora Erickson. Dora shows a real knack for brief but compelling presentation supported by catchy slogans. Her delegation skills are also top-notch. She can build a lengthy meeting around any topic and emerge with plenty of work assigned. Recommended for promotion. Ooh. So who wanted me to delete the records in here? Optional. Sanjar wants any of it deleted. Alright, I do like Sanjar. I'll delete him. I'll delete him. I got your back, bud. Not only that, but I finally get to get my first tier 3. Your next attack after killing an enemy is guaranteed to be a critical hit is one of the ones that's most important to me. Largely as a result of my skills being... Well, actually, the crit chance on this doesn't really matter, right? It's the... summary over here. Yeah, we have intelligence, so we do a bunch extra crit damage. A headshot on a crit, so we can do weak spot damage on top of it. And obviously we have a sniper rifle with which it pairs quite well. Let's have a look at some of the other stuff. Extra 100 kilograms is pretty significant, though. Raps turns 18. 3 more years and you can drink. Actually, the drinking age is 18 where I am. So my character can now get down. When you're affected by a harmful combat effect, you deal increased damage. Yeah, not too much on that. Melee damage, return to health, carrying capacity, range attacks. Headshot kills deal 25% of their damage to enemies within 2.5 meters. I want that one as well. So it's that and confidence that I'm going to want to get. I think I'm actually going to go with boom headshot first. Get a little bit of AoE out of that. And then in tech, let's upgrade this so I can try and get my tinkering cost down, right? I have to get to 100 science before the tinkering cost gets significantly lower. Maybe it's not worth going for 90 in science. There are space elections? I would be very, very surprised were there space elections in this game, considering it's kind of a... plutocracy. Really thought Australia had a legal drinking age of 21? If it did, then I broke the law for 2 years. Because I only started at 19. Grind for 100 science isn't particularly useful. I don't really know where I want to go next with my skills then. Like, I've already got long guns as high as I need them. Melee, no. Let's go process of elimination, right? None of the melee stuff, none of the range stuff. Defense, I actually don't really care about either. Lockpicking, but I'm already capable of lockpicking perfectly. Like, real easily. Why do I need to continue leveling this up? Because it becoming instant doesn't matter to me. Fine pristine item chance doesn't really matter to me. I guess it's lockpicking for skill checks on doors, but I've always met them. Like, I guess I'm okay getting lockpick to 60, but that's it. Sneak. Crouch move speed plus 25%, sneak attack weapon damage plus 20%, and then sneak attacks ignore 50% of the target's armor. Yeah, that's actually something I definitely want to level up. Yeah, I'm into that. Didn't you want extra perception earlier? Yeah, but extra perception is that's a summary. That's a stat rather than the skill. So Zimnim, thank you very much for the gift one tier sub to 2 cubic tons. 2 cubic tons. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Yeah, I'm gonna keep upping on the... Ooh, they also decay on their awareness a lot faster. Yeah, I'm gonna up sneak. I want to get to the point that I kind of just appear like a ghost, destroy everyone, and then disappear on the wind. Definitely got to continue looting these because they all seem kind of significant. Yeah, 30 and 36. Not bad. Full cranial helmet. Not really going to be able to get rid of that. Also, yeah, we're about half our weight limit at the moment, so that's not particularly bad. Just because I threw all of the medicine back. Bolter Pistol 2.0. Okay. I could probably give that instead of the spacers to Ellie. I'd probably be fine with that. Perhaps would you trade Dex for Perception? Would I trade Dex for Perception on my character at the moment? Yes. If I was remaking this character at this point, I would drop Dex. I would drop Temperament. And I would probably double up Perception. Like, I would end up with negative Strength, negative Temperament, and negative Dex. But great Intelligence, great Perception, and great Charm. Okay, I didn't actually see this one before. Another workbench for me, thank you. Not that I really intend to use it at all. Ooh, tech kit. Oh, kind of garbage. Boston baked beans, fine. Music box. Actually has a decent amount of value to it, if I recall correctly. The amount of food that's in the game doesn't really make sense right now as this character, but in Supernova, it does. I played the first 3 levels of Supernova yesterday because I was really, really jonesing to play this game. Just in a kind of melee build, just to see what Supernova was like. Supernova is really, really good. Like, to the point that I want to play through the game again in Supernova. Maybe a couple times, even. Yeah, nothing I can really do that. A little bit of loot, though. Seem intent on breaking my own legs. Okay, so those are all of the missions we've done so far. I can go back in order to turn in 2. Yeah, I don't need to do those yet. Let's go for... There's 1 in Devil's Peak, 1 in Amber Heights. Let's just go Mr. Pickett. Way too far. Space Crime Continuum is apparently in the same location. Family Matters along the way. Secret People is... Okay, that's back in town. Radio Free Monarch, completely different direction. Alright, fine. Let's go to Space Crime Continuum and Mr. Pickett's Big Game. Both seem to be in the same direction. Think you can respec in the ship? I wonder if I should do that right now. Do I have a near travel location? That's kind of equidistant from where I'm going, if not a little bit closer. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the interior and try and do that. Where is the respecking? Keep forgetting how funny the Outer Worlds stream titles are. I really appreciate you saying so. I get a little self-conscious about, the kind of near daily spam of notifications that, hey, I'm going live on Twitch doing this. So I'm trying to make the advertisements for it have, something in them. Like a joke at least, as well as the stream titles. Glad to hear that's paying off. Above the workbench. Oops. Going back down.
Like
Perhaps you just looked at it. Oops.
Cans of near molten cell tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt. Here, stand like me. Just so. Hip square. Lean forward a little. Just equipment. And you're just an engineer using it. Ah! Okay. We'll try again later.
It's like to spend 500 and refund all of your skill and perk. Ooh, skill and perk. I'll do that. Bye, gotta sleep. Catch you around, Darth Raider. Thank you for tuning in. I didn't want to refund all of them, although, hang on, I don't really care about having leap, so I don't need to put these into the defense. I put like 2 whole levels into defense. This means you can't rip? Rip? Okay. Right, lockpicking was something that I've already been doing a whole lot for. Change decks and... Oh, right. Yeah, I should do that first. Change will be lost. Accept. Cool. Wait, what? Oh, it only refunded my skills and my my perks. Okay, so yeah, I can't redo my attributes, which means that there's no reason to do this. Let's just reload the save as we came in here. Can't change your base stats, just your skills and perks. That's okay. That's fine, that makes sense. Otherwise, you would just change them on the fly before you encounter, significant things for it. Your builds would be able to be too diverse doing that. Saves coming? Well, I was told that that was a way to change my skills, and it's not a way to change my skills. So as far as I'm concerned, this is fine for me to do. Alright, so I'm gonna just try and keep an eye open along the way for anything to open. Anything to loot. Yep. That's your warning shot.
Down they go.
Thank you. Again, just wanted to pop back in to catching your OG follower to privilege for the rebirth of Raptato. Taddy says you won't because you're an internet celebrity now. Is that what Taddy says? Dispensary supply key. I don't really need that, but at least I now know that Dr. Williams is dead. Is that what Taddy says? I do want to do stuff with Orbital. I mean, we're currently doing the Minecraft series at the absolute least. I mean, if you're going to fight that long at range, Stalker, it's going to be far too easy to dodge. Oh, no, never mind. Apparently it's not going to be that easy to dodge. You've got an area of effect. Are there any ammo clip weapon size mods? There are. It's mag to numb? I think it was. Yeah, it's just plus 50% to your magazine size. Okay, so that's Marauders over there. Let's clear out that encampment along the way. Whoop, hang on. More Marauders. Okay, I actually kind of want to get further away and see if I have the ability. So this weapon isn't silenced in any way, right? I'm almost 100% certain this weapon isn't silenced. No. Sadly. Alright. I do need to find a sniper rifle that has the ability to be silenced. Ideally. Knew that was going to drop directly in front of me. Oh, Felix, thank you very much. This should also help us carve through the armor.
Covering you.
Okay. Should probably change to my shock rifle if we're going to be fighting auto mechanicals now. Rhapsody, how you doing? 1 sec. Battle. Okay, this one actually is silenced in some way. Yeah, okay, the hunting rifle is the one that's silenced, right? It does less damage, but it's silenced. Got it. How you doing? Currently living a good life at work, playing games on your phone and getting free beer from a party that's going on, all while being paid. Damn. I'm envious. Dad Soy Boy. Free beer is the favorite flavor of mine.
Help me, please!
Oh, what up?
They were coming real close to eating me. I'm Lenora. You, what are you doing out here? Not that I'm complaining, but I figure only marauders and animals roam around.
That's a good point, Dark Elfling. Less DPS, but more damage per shot. I need to focus on that for that weapon in particular. Looking for people to save, of course. Just exploring. I'm hunting. Just exploring.
Oh, well, okay. I can appreciate an adventurous spirit. Thanks for the help. I've got to pick up some things from the bay, but I run a little stand near Fallbrook. Next time you need supplies, stop by, you hear?
I'll consider it. Don't really need that many supplies because I'm just going to pick up everything off of these. So back on the ammo. Happily take that and bounce on. I like that all of these have just good consumables on them rather than a weapon. Cool. So the second encampment's across, and it looks like there's probably another one up there-ish. Let's try and remember to actually use the hunting rifle this time. Although I'm also going to try and hide in and amongst these, see if that helps me at all. One dead. So people are alert, but they don't know where I am.
Come out! Come out!
Okay, so if they're already a little alert and I find another one, they'll lock down my position. Good. So I basically have to wait for the alertness to disappear. If that's all I've got to wait for, then that's fine. Easy. Get him, Yoko. I've actually finally heard that reference. Good.
I love a quick fight.
Trip Blade Mark II. Probably not worthwhile, but still. I'll take it. Damn it. Just wanted the loot. Oh. Apparently there's no loot really to want here. It's just an encampment to clear. Fine. Take those. Futurama's a natural reference in this game. Yeah, that, Firefly. Battlestar Galactica as well. It's a lot of different natural ones. Ooh, hang on. Don't, no. A little bit too slippery for me. Although apparently these are already cleared. Excuse me? Mantipillars. And an assault rifle ultra. That deals a ridiculous amount of damage. And it's a long gun. To the point that, like, I think I need to take this, mod it, upgrade it. Basically the ideal game for the fans and not just cash. Yep. That is largely how I would describe this game. I'm absolutely enamored with this game, I'm gonna be honest. I think about it like most of the time when I'm not playing it. Alright, there's a mega cannon down here. So this is probably something that we're gonna need for a quest later on, but I'm gonna see if I can kill them. One down. No, damn it. I was desperately hoping they wouldn't catch that. Megas are just loot dumps? Okay. So like, like what might be referred to as a legendary enemy in another game that will remain unnamed.
That was fun.
Electrocharged surface. The mod stuns and damages melee attackers. It has a cooldown. Good. Also, Aldo Vincente. And Light Machine Gun Mark II. Hell of a lot of damage on those. That OW is so well done while being a AA should really put the big companies to shame. Yeah, it kind of shows like the priority for like indie all the way up to AA developers is significantly different to the priorities of AAA developers. It's probably the most charitable way to put that. Pulse Hammer I probably don't need to worry about. And even a little bit more loot. The Vermin, no, we already took a Vermin and then we equipped it. We even mega upgraded it and I don't even think I fired a single shot with it ever. It has a good sound and it looks dope as hell, but I need my handguns leveled up more before that's something I'm actually going to want to do. Okay, hang on. So it's the things that are closest to me that I'm going to want to have killed first. Damn it! I will eventually figure out how I'm supposed to take down encampments like this without getting everyone on my tail instantly.
Watch this.
Come on. Yeah, we need this gun to also fire just a little bit faster.
That's the last of him.
It's tough to say that Obsidian won't go the same path as Bethesda. This is the first in the series and needed to pack a punch. Well, I mean, it's, you know, it's difficult to predict the future in any fashion, but Bethesda, there was like it was a large kind of essay about company structure at Bethesda recently that I found on YouTube that I had a look through that was particularly interesting. And effectively, they ended up being led by people who had, you know, in marketing rather than people who were actually interested in the games. and are apparently trying to shore up their stock price before they go public. Or before ZeniMax goes public. Which is apparently the reason for, like, the large amount of money-grubbing decisions recently, including the Fallout 76 thing. Requires Chastity's hideaway key. Fine. Oh, Silly Sundom, thank you very much for the gift sub to Gadgeteer Blue. Gadgeteer Blue, welcome to Republic, enjoy your emotes in chat. Can't you tell your companions to go passive? I can, but I don't really want them to. Well, I mean, it's not my companions that are initiating those battles, right? So even if they have aggressive mode, they will only engage in attack when the player enters combat, right? I'm pretty sure that the defensive one, once told to attack a target, requires me to use the command attack, like this one, like the X or something.
I'm going.
Unfortunately, public companies don't have a good history of not money grubbing, so it's unlikely to stop. Yeah, it's... yeah, I'm not gonna be a dick about it, but I will say, if you are a fan of Bethesda, I'm sorry. It's, it feels like it's a bad time to be y'all. I was, so I felt this myself. It's just I felt it back, you know, during Fallout 4.
Nice I've been waiting for this. Don't mess with us.
Yeah, one down without aggroing the rest of them. So it looks like distance is the thing that I was missing before. Although I can also hide down in these, so. Not only can we have distance, but we can also have obscurity. Although they're all getting even a little more aggro now. I'm pretty far from them. I'm gonna try and wait for them all to de-aggro. Which should happen, right? Because if I fire at another one, they're immediately all gonna know where I am. It looks like that Raptidon Maw is about to find out where I am. Like, is my presence about to be detected, or is that just wearing off? Oh, it looks like it's wearing off. Okay. One more. Colossus.
Where'd they go?
Okay, so you heard me. But it's decaying. Okay, I need that to decay a lot faster. Whatever effect can help me get that. Since this is the only one on alert right now, if I can headshot you as you come into the clearing, we should be fine. Damn it.
Here we go.
Missed the head.
Ooh, that had to hurt. Softball kick.
I love that if there's just one enemy on the field, we can throw both of our companions at him.
To shreds, you say?
For incredible effects. Try and stagger you a couple times. Beautiful.
That's the last of us.
I kind of like the slow, methodical clearing of the camps. Back into silence. Although, yeah, we probably cleared them out for a while here. Okay, we can stand back up. Sure. Keep going in all the wrong directions just because of the sides of the map being a little tall. All right, well, now I know why lockpicking needs to be so high. So how short are we on this right now? Because I can get a little extra lockpicking with one of my companions. I don't think I currently have that companion with me, do I? No, I have Felix with me, and Felix does it. Okay. How much higher could I give? Lauren Lancaster, thank you very much for pledging $10 to the Republic on Patreon. Much appreciated. set up an alert for that as well. Good lord. Very glad that I happened to set up that alert before this. Okay. If you tried the AR Billions, you might like it. I haven't tried the AR Billions. I would like it though. Unfortunately, there are so many games out there and so little time. I don't know if I have enough lockpicking increases. Like, I can think of maybe 20 I could cobble together, but not 31. You don't think an investor would be investing in a game that sells out its community for a short-term game? Profit really ain't there. And you would seem like a bad guy. That's what they do, though. Because they don't have a deep allegiance to the community or products. They have an allegiance to the return they can get at the end of the quarter.
Here we go. The best there ever was.
Like, EA ain't making great decisions on behalf of investors who are very, very careful about long-term profit. Make a bunch of garbage, get as much money as you possibly can, use that money to expand, make more garbage, do that, etc., rinse and repeat. And then as soon as that company is pumped dry, sell, find another company, do it again. One of the reasons that I play a lot of indie games over AAA games is there are a lot of overarching design trends in AAA games that just frustrate me to my core, that I would not be able to play sincerely without complaining about constantly. I have distance on my side right now, but I don't have... I have a hard cover I can hide behind? Yeah, let's do that. Just kind of hate EA. So do all who live to see such nights. Behind a tree. You'll never support another EA game after they basically killed BioWare? Yeah, they have a fair few companies in that pile of companies we bought and then trashed and then killed. Okay, that ringleader just saw someone die directly in front of them and it's about to be... Exactly, Command & Conquer. Sorry, I was trying to think. It was Westwood Studios, I think. Okay. Marauder ringleader. Oh, just must be my imagination. My friend definitely isn't dead.
Go.
Come on. I know one of those pixels is red. There we go. Really? That explosion directly next to you did nothing? Fine, dropkick time then. As someone who goes through sim binge phases, just like cry, don't talk to me about EA. Yeah, I can only imagine. There was a point at which, I think it was Sims 3? I downloaded and I was like, yeah, I'd like to get back into some Sims, play some Sims. I have good memories of Sims 1, Sims 2, and all their expansion packs. But as soon as I saw the store, I was like, all right, cool. Peace, I guess. Another one EA'd. I'm actually sad about Bullfrog Studios, the ones that made Theme Park World, being bought and destroyed by EA super early on. I really, really liked that game. Theme Park World was probably like my first in-earnest tycoon game. Right, let's get these cannon ferals. Clean out the rest of the town.
Boy, take you.
One coming around the side, but we got the drop kick ready for it. And And the hello on the far side. Beautiful. Wonder why studios let themselves get bought by EA? You know what? I don't have like an actual excellent answer for that. I would assume that whatever the answer for that is green, small, rectangular, and given largely to the people at the top who sell the company off, rather than the people currently working there. I'm just gonna guess. Right, control. Ooh, no, wait, plasma carbine's garbage. We know that. Don't get fooled again. Can't get fooled again. The flamethrower that's way heavier than it's worth. Everything will get to the point where small studios tell big publishers, no without being relentlessly, subsequently crushed. I don't know. It depends how the, Steam versus Epic versus GOG versus GMG versus, all those kinds of different things. Should I not be flipping this at all? That's saved when I flipped it. I'm scared now. I think it might depend largely on how that war shakes out, and then whoever wins, how well they treat indies, and then it'll only be a good period for a while until the indies start getting undercut, and then another distribution service will come out and it'll offer. It's gonna be a cycle, honestly. That said, like, Epic Games at the moment is being quite good to the indie community, so it's good to see that at the moment. I just don't expect it to continue past the point that they have market share. Come on, Twitch, you've lost the stream. Oh no. Does this stream at least have options? Like, thingy options? Quality options, rather? Bayside Terrence warehouse discovered. Fine. I mean, again, none of this is actually where I'm supposed to be going. In fact, I'm in the complete opposite direction. This feels like it's a quest line that I should probably not yet approach. Like, it's too large an area to be unimportant. Although, that can't actually be entered over there, so maybe. Is a computer or an auto mechanical in here? Okay, so it was just the computers. Cool. You're back again. Welcome back. I'll tell a friend, Gadget Ibbler. How's it going, friend? It's actually probably the highest quality one I've seen in a while. Grenade Launcher Mark II. It's already level 19. Interesting. I'll take that one with me. Like Zap Magnum. Don't need those, don't need those. Armor parts. Yeah, this is definitely going to be somewhere that we have to calm in order to do something here in the future. Sulfur-safe power generation system. Unauthorized access to this equipment may result in injury, death, or unemployment. Worst possible. Calibration time and estimated time to completion is just under an Earth year, not a year out here, likely. Got a hell out. Cinnamon rolls won't bake themselves. Love the bit of the stream I caught. Take care, y'all. Catch you around, Maltshake. Catch you around. The pulse hammer looks a lot better than it actually is, sadly. Alright, this is the part that can actually be opened. Fine, yeah, this is definitely like a quest location later on then. We should probably just start barreling down the direction of the actual quest marker. Unfortunately, we seem to have been going the wrong direction for a long time and have cleared out many encampments along the wrong way. Amber Heights Crossroad discovered. Okay, we actually do have stuff to do in Amber Heights. May as well check those off while we're here. So, journey, Amber Heights is... Weapons from the Void. Weapons from the Void wants me to go to Fallbrook and Scylla. Fallbrook's a completely different part of this. Family Matter has... Yeah, Amber Heights. Beautiful. We'll check this encampment on the outside and then go in. Thank you for the tiny amount of loot that I don't really need. I feel like I'm flush with way too much armor at this point. Ammo at this point. That's a mag pick though.
Easy now.
Gotta take them all. This game is beautiful. I couldn't agree more.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
You're offering me a pamphlet you don't have? Who are the Iconoclasts? Let's go for the first.
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
No problems? What about Raptidons, the Marauders? And here I thought everyone works for a corporation. No corporation means no paycheck. How do you survive without the money? I'm gonna ask the third one.
We make our own living here. Some of us hunt. Some of us scavenge the ruins left by the corporations when they abandoned us. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Radical systemic change usually hurts people in invisible ways to people least aware and educated of how to deal with the changes. The problem is if you compare radical systemic change to nothing, like compare it in a vacuum, like, oh, there can possibly be some negatives here, then sure. However, if you compare it to the current system that is also hurting a large amount of people in largely invisible ways, and largely people who don't necessarily understand how the system works, it becomes much more equitable, would be my argument there, Kugre. Also largely visible ways, yeah. Increasingly visible ways. One big happy family, just looking for work. Got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for Tucker. One big happy family, question mark.
That's a nice way to think about it. Graham would be our father. I suppose Zora might make a good mother if the two of them could stop arguing. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Tell me about Graham.
Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
Tell me about Zora.
Well, she's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Where can I find them?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
Why are you not in Cellar Bay?
Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Alright, but we know that Graham used to work for MSI and was up for promotion, although determined not to be. Which means that maybe that's a metaphor for his old MSI corporate life dying there and rising from the ashes of it. Got it. Talk about Tucker.
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Cool. Alright, let's go from left around. Request list. Bronson maintains a record of strange special equipment requests beyond the normal firearms, ammunition, and medicine that the iconoclasts burn through at an alarming rate. Most of his list is crossed out, but a few items haven't yet been fulfilled. Zora, Force Melt Bright Gel, may not actually exist. Graham, Dissident Hunter number 17. Huxley, Auntie Cleo Wrapped Be Gone, also may not actually exist. And any book on terminal repair, and Carl, Primal Glue Adhesives. I was kind of hoping they'd be items that I could actually find for y'all.
Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
Is that a works making fun of the hardware company MSI? I don't necessarily know that they are. Monarch Stellar Industries is, I think, what it stands for. And they're actually like one of the less scummy parts of the game, so I'd be surprised. Anything I can do to help you out?
Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on.
Yeah?
The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there.
Simple things, I'll let you know when they're done. Wow, things are really falling apart down here. Say simple enough.
I ought to tell you, most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer.
I believe I do.
We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8.
Where's the terminal?
Up the hill. It's right on the cliff's edge.
Alright, I'll let you know if I get 8. Thanks for the tip, though. Iconoclast Revolutionary.
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur air.
I'm not sure what the helmet's for, if you can still smell that.
The iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
This place wasn't half so pretty in the serials.